and I'm going to rotate this one. You can see it also rotates the lamp itself, so these tricks. Hello, welcome to a new video. As you may have noticed, I've got a new channel name. I had a few other channels as well, and I wanted to create just one channel instead of having three. On this new channel I also want to upload other videos about media and personal things instead of only tutorials. I want to show you more about media things and give some useful tips and feedback videos and not just only tutorials. So yeah, let's go back to this video. A few weeks ago I've created a motion graphic video with a lot of effects and things going on, like expressions and things popping up, and I just want to show you guys how to create that part with the computer and the desk that we're growing. So let me show you guys which part I mean, so let's play it. So as you can see, it's just a very small part, and the other things from the video I will show you guys as well, but that will be in another tutorial. So well, the first thing that we will be creating is the desk growing and the computer popping up with the screen, and we will zoom in to the computer how I did these kind of effects. Very simple things, but you see a lot in other motion graphic videos, like things growing or popping up and zooming in and all these kind of little expressions, and I just want to show you guys how to create something like this. It's very easy, and well, yeah, just get into After Effects. So I've already started After Effects, and the first thing you have to do is drag the graphic footage inside After Effects. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, oh, whoa. So yeah, drag it into and merge layer styles, no, editable layer styles, and it's saying layer sizes, and press OK. And as you can see, the composition settings are also Full HD, and that's because my graphic footage is made in Photoshop at Full HD resolution. So these files will also be inside the description, but instead of these files, because these are copyrighted files and these are not, because I've created this one at my own. And the expression you can find anywhere else on the internet, but I will put it in the description, so it's easier to just copy and paste it. And so yeah, let's start. First thing you have already done is drag the footage inside After Effects, and as you can see, After Effects is creating its own composition, but just drag this one into your working area layer thing. I don't know what it's called. I still don't know what it's called. It's very weird. So, but I hope you guys know what I'm talking about, this one. So drag it into there, drag it, and as you can see, it duplicates the layer, and it's not just the layer, because the second one is your main composition now, and I will explain you why. Because as you can see, the desktop graphic is now inside desktop graphic 2. So desktop graphic 2 is the main composition, so I'll call it main comp, and well, the motion graphics. Let's take a look at composition settings for the main comp. 1920, 1080, 70 seconds is, 50 seconds is long enough, 10 seconds is even long enough, but let's make it 50 seconds and press OK. So yeah, it's all about animating now, but first I'm going to drag the other second footage as well, and just mess around with the colors, because it's maybe a little bit too much. I don't know, it's a little bit too flat or something. Just rotate it and scale it a bit, and just opacity a bit down. Set the mode maybe to screen, or yes, screen. Opacity a little bit lower, and same for the texture, but on the texture I will go to effects. Come on, effects. Yes, and in first, and let's get a little bit levels on it, levels, and drag this one down, so you can see it's a little bit black. And I want it to be black because I will set it to, I always have to, what it's called, screen, yes, and we'll pass it a little bit down. So this is basically the look I was created at this video. It's a little bit different maybe, but it's because the settings I never remember the settings I've used before. And this texture that I've used is from videocopilot.com, a project I've created at one of their tutorials, but this you can't use for personal use because it's copyrighted stuff, so I won't use it at my projects I'm making for commercials or things like that, but just for tutorials it's okay, I guess. So that's why I use it for now, but you can just find anywhere on the internet. Just Google somewhere and well, you can find textures. There are a lot of websites where you can get free textures from. So yeah, I will post in the comments some websites where you can find them. And well, let's animate. So let's get into our desktop graphic composition. As you can see, here are all these layers I've created in Photoshop. So the background and the align is something for a Photoshop, so I can center things. So this layer you can delete, you won't need that one. And the computer, the desktop. So first thing we are going to create is the desktop. So let's get into the desk. And as you can see, these are, the desktop is created with 5 layers. So the thing that I have done with the desk is very easy. As you can see, it just grows from the middle, and that's what we're going to do as well. So let's find our desk 1, desk 2, and just go to scaling. And as you can see, when you increase or decrease the scaling, it just decreases from the center of the composition. And to fix that, just click on this button or press I, like well that I thing. Just click on this anchor point and drag it inside the center, where you think the center is, and that's, I think, around there somewhere. Press H for moving, and it's about there. And when you drag the scaling now, you can see it's scaling from the anchor point. And well, in this video you can see the height is not changing, so let's click on this button and just change the width itself. And first go to 0, and I don't know how long it is, but maybe at 1 second it goes to 100%. Oh whoa, not 200, just 100. And as you can see, it's just, oh, I forgot this watch. God, 0 and 100. And as you can see, it's just growing. And there it goes. And do the same for this one. Press I to move this thing, and go to scaling. Click this one and the watch, and again keyframe it and set this one to 0. Oh, 0. And now these parts are growing, and let's see what part is going to do next. And then this one, this line. Oh, you have to click on the anchor point, not beneath or near it, because then your mouse will disappear. So let's press S for scaling and set again this one to, oh, I did something wrong, just set it one to 100, and this one goes to 0. So yeah, let's take a short look at what we have already created. So as you can see, it's a little bit slow, so let's drag these keyframes a little bit to the left, and let's take a look again. It's again a little bit slow, so oh, that's okay. And to to make it look a little bit more motion graphic, just click on the keyframe and press the graph editor and right click and go to speed graphic. Oh, I've already clicked on the speed graph. Oh. Alright. Let's go to this one, set it to easy ease. This one also is easy ease, and this one goes also as easy ease. And now you can see it just got a bow or a, but just drag this little yellow dot to the left and do it as well to these keyframes. Whoop. And also at this one. Whoop. And let's take a look at our keyframe. So as you can see, it just slowly it's just an easy ease because it's just fading out a bit. It's just slowing speed, and I don't know why, but that always looks great. And when they have reached 100%, let's create our other parts, the feet, the last parts, I guess. So let's animate them together. Just click them both, hold shift, press S, click on the watch, and oh, hold on, we have got something. We have to anchor point them first. So click on this one, set it to the beginning of the foot, of the table foot. Set it to like here, because when you change the scaling and you have got the anchor point in the middle, you can see that the feet is moving from out the center, and we don't want it to happen. We just want it to grow outside of the table. So let's move this anchor point to something like here, and as you can see, when you're changing the scaling, it's just coming outside of the table. So that is what we have to do with both of the, I don't know why I'm saying foot or feet, I don't know what it's called, but I hope you guys get it. And well, it's oh, not that one, just this one. And now select them both and click on the watch and just move excuse me, just move the time indicator, and I'm already doing this wrong. Just this one has to be 100 and this one has to be 0. So there we go. Oh god, what the fuck am I doing? This one has to be 100. Excuse me guys, this one has to be 0. And there we go. I just need some coffee, I guess. I'm not that sharp today. Just set it to easy ease. Nope, go away. Just easy ease. Right click it and keyframe assistant. And just do the same. Click on the graph editor, change this speed. Oh, not that one. Oh god. Just move them a bit to the left, so I have some space. Oh, select the mode. Select one. Click on graph editor, move the yellow. Got that one. Yes, there we go. And do the same to this one. So there we go. So it's going from very fast to very slow. So there we go. There's our first animation for the graphic, and there is our table growing, and let's take a look at the main composition. So there we go. That's how we create the test growing. And let's get into our plant, and the plant is a little bit easier to do. But the thing is, what you see, these flowers are bouncing a bit around, so I will show you guys how to create that. So let's get first into our flower composition, and as you can see, I've got two beautiful flowers, and well, yeah, a little bit ugly face, but let's get into, let's get into the expressions and control copy, and let's make our first flower to bounce. So that's flower 1, and also set the scaling, click on the anchor point, set it to something like there, and we just want to scale the width and the height as well, because when you're just only doing the width, it just looks weird, very weird. So click on this button and it will scale all of it. So let's click on the watch again and set it to 100 and this one to 0. That's 0 seconds, and it just comes out the face, and just click on this one, the graph editor. Oh, got something in the system. Easy ease. Let's get to this one. Click on it, drag it a bit to the left, and when you take a look, it easy ease out. And we just wanted to bounce a bit, so let's hold down Alt and click on the watch. And as you can see, you've got a black screen with an arrow. Don't worry, just copy your script, your expression, Alt click, and just paste it inside this little text area. And just worry about, you've changed the decay or frequency. Frequency stays for how many bouncing, how many times excuse me, how many times the flower is bouncing around. So I will set it to maybe 6, and decay is how strong it bounces, so set it to 8. I don't know how it looks like, but just you always have to mess around with these values. Just put something in it and just render it out, and you will see how many times it will bounce. So I hope it's working. Nope, I saw an error. Let's try it again, Ctrl V, and let me Google it fast for you guys. After Effects, After Effects, bouncing, bounce expression. So there we go, my script was wrong, I guess. I don't know why, but it's wrong to save it. And excuse me guys, just paste it inside here, and easy ease was gone, so let's create another easy ease. There we go. And just change the script to let's see, frequency to 6, I guess, 8. Let's take a look at how that looks like. So render it out. It's not bouncing a lot, it's just bouncing, it doesn't even bounce. So maybe delete our easy ease, we won't use that. Sorry guys, I'm just messing around a bit. I'll control and click so it's gone, and let's take a look at what we have created. And there we go, it's bouncing but a little bit fast, and the decay is maybe too high, so set the decay to 4. Looks a little bit better, but change the frequency to 5 maybe. That's okay. So yeah, it's a little bit fast, so move the keyframe a little bit to the left, and let's take a look. That's okay, and we actually do the same to the other flower, but just copy these keyframes, or better copy the values, and put the same values at the other flower as well, and just change the anchor point for that flower. So click on it and change the anchor point to a little bit to the right, and let's move this one a little bit to the left. Let's click on a layer. So it's growing when the other flower is at full scaling. So as you can see, just moving apart from them. And finally, just move this one to the bottom and let it be created at, I don't know when it's created. Oh, it's the first one that's going to grow. So set the scaling. For this time you have to, it's just the same, just to 0 and let it pop out to 100 and move these two guys a little bit to the left. So now you can see it's just growing and growing. Maybe a little bit later. So it's looking nice. And the same bouncing expression to this other layer. Set it to Alt click watch and just Ctrl paste it, and it's bouncing as well. So well, there's our flower for a desktop, and let's take a look at the main composition. As you can see, it's just working fine, so it's okay, but it's growing a little bit too earlier. So let's get into our desktop, graphic composition, and just move the flower layer a little bit to the right so it will start growing when the desk is already at 100%. So final, I will show you guys how to create the computer. Basically it's the same thing as the flower, but we have to mask the screen itself. So the first thing is the monitor, I guess. Yes, the monitor, and set it to, let me take a look at the video. It's just growing all from one point. Okay, so click all on this button, I guess, and nope, we are going to do a little bit different. Just select all these layers and go to layer, pre-compose, and name it computer or PC, personal, looks better. And move all attributes, yes, okay, and move the anchor point a little bit to the bottom and change the scaling. Well, let them all change from 0 to, well, I guess it was a little bit, about 1 second, but set it to 100 and put in the same bouncing expression. So let's take a look at it. So there we go, but it's bouncing a little bit too fast. Move this one a little bit to the left. Oh, it's very slow, so let's just has to be in half second. A little bit too fast. There's a screen, but we can increase the decay for now because it's bouncing very large. So let's put it to 8 and let's take a look, and that's better. And now the final thing we have to do is mask the screen, and just click on the pen tool and just click around the corner, I guess, just something like here, and here. It doesn't really matter, but we have to do something like this, and we have to animate the screen. So wait till the computer is at 100%, and I guess that's something like here, and then we're going to animate the mask. So press M for the mask, and go to path and just drag the mask itself a little bit to the left and just move the mask. That's just all we have to do. just move it till the screen is at one. Don't worry about these lines, they will disappear when you click this button or when you go to your render. And as you can see, it's just moving and just appearing for the screen. It's a little bit faster, so move this one a little bit to the left, and that's all you have to do. And these things you see, these lines and weird stuff, don't worry, in motion graphics you are going to use a lot of tricks and things to make something work, and sometimes it looks like a mess, but when you render it out you won't see anything and you will see great results. And yeah, sometimes you have to play with it and use some tricks to get to these results. And well, yeah, just don't worry about it, they will disappear when you render it out. So when you take a look at my main composition, you can see the screen is also growing, and it's just growing a little bit too fast, so let's change the desk a little bit to the right. Oh, hold on, let's check the desk, and let's change a little bit to something like here. So now it's growing when the desk is done. So the final thing is the lamp, but for the lamp it's basically the same thing as the other parts, just with scaling, but instead of only scaling you're also going to rotate things. And just be sure you have the anchor point on the position like here, and when I rotate it, R for rotation, you can see I can rotate from the anchor point, so I can animate this lamp. And when I've got a null object, or when I link this part to this part and I'm going to rotate this one, you can see it also rotates the lamp itself. So these tricks are very easy to use to create things like well, like I did in the video, but you can also rotate the lamp you can also rotate the lamp itself, and also rotate, well, the neck it's now. So these tricks are very useful to use when you're going to make motion graphic or small animations for presentations or for your portfolio. And well, basically this is how I've created the desk that is growing in the video, and I would like to show you guys how to create something like this, the login screen with this bubbly effect avatar and with password, and then how to create something very weird with these tags like login change into welcome. And these are very easy techniques, but you just have to understand and know how to create them. And well, I would like to show you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys liked this video. It's been a little bit of a weird video because it was just a long time ago when I've created the tutorial. I just forgot some things, and then I just had to figure out again how I did this, because it's been already been a few weeks before I've created this video, this motion graphic. So I hope you guys liked it. And well, yes, as I explained, I will go with a new channel name, so I will still be making tutorials, and I will be still making, oh damn, I'm a little bit ill, but I will be still making videos about motion graphics, After Effects. I will be also make tutorials with Cinema 4D or Photoshop. And I hope you guys liked it. Make sure to subscribe and press thumbs up if you liked it. And I hope to see you guys next time. So yeah, that was it. Peace out and have a nice day. Bye.